As before, I've noticed huge asteroids that are up there that go past our Earth. And they are very large objects. It only takes one to land through our atmosphere into the keyhole area. And that's it. Huge waves. So I'm going to now research these cams and see what we can find. And again, thank you for subscribing to the channel and following me through this journey, through this diary of picking up evidence of what's going on in our skies. Because these huge objects, they're incoming, going to be passing very close to our Mother Earth, causing a huge shift. Will come. It's just knowing the time and the day, but it's heading close because we can see evidence on news media channels to start to get worried about a lot of things now, aren't they? So again, it's so important to prepare for this. And thank you again for watching the footage. And respect to you all. Have a safe evening. And let's get looking at the cams. Here is another Mexico cam. This is the Panoramica cam over there in them areas in Mexico. Now, I just want to show you this on the screen, okay? It's very important. You can see as the sun is rising, that simulator as well. And those chems, very chemy there as well on the screen. But what is important is to show is this triangle effect. Okay, look at this. These two lines, okay? Now, I believe these to be mirrors because they're cloaking objects. And they will be huge up there now. And I'm going to zoom in as well on this part here. It's very strange, this top part. But as you can see, they are using something to hide and cut corners so we can't see any of what's going on. Normally, that we see a normal natural sunrise. Very strange. I'm going to zoom in on this for you. Here's what I'm trying to show you here. Just here on this side here, you can see this. It's too clean cut, isn't it? To be a cloud or anything like that. So there's something that's going on up there, isn't there? They're hiding the whole system, aren't they? This is proving to me that there is a huge object that's being cloaked up there. Can you see this? It's just so evident, isn't it? Here again on this same cam, I mean, look at it. It's just a total mess what they're doing to our skies. Those chemtrails blocking the evidence, aren't they? The sun doesn't look like this shape as it normally is a round celestial body, not this triangular sort of crazy shape of all those trails on the bottom right hand corner here. Can you see this? Very strange here as well. You can see this huge red reflection as well behind the chems. All blue this side and red this side. Two objects with our sun. The thing is, they are covering it all the time, aren't they? All the time. Here again, I've zoomed in on this other cam now. I go back to the same cams as well when I see these objects. Now, again, you can see on the timestamp there, the 27th of 3rd, 2017. And again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run this cam. But again, you can see this, can't you? This object in the sky again. This isn't lens flare. This is a true celestial object that's blocking and darkening the sky to the right hand side here. All this here is lens flare. All this. I'm going to now play this cam and you can see it doesn't move. Can you see this? As the simulator and the sun rises, you can see that heavenly body just staying there, not moving at all. Now it was on the left hand side 3 months ago, smaller, but now it's got bigger on the right hand side. You can see this, can't you? There goes that simulator rising above in the skies. And you can see that object, can't you? It's 100%, it's there. You can see also it brightens up as the sun moves across it. I apologise again for them white screens, but you can see this, can't you? It's a celestial body that's out there. And it needs to be exposed now. We need to know this, all of us, to realise. You see how it dims off now, disappears. The rest of it there is lens flare of the... you can see it, can't you? Again, I'm just zooming in on this as well, so we can all try and have a bit of a better look at this as well. Also, as well, the land on this cam is dark. It's not any trickery of the cam. The actual skies now are dimming and darkening each and every day. Here today on the 27th in the UK, it's very dark as well. We had a huge cloud covering today in the UK, where I am here in the northwest of England. But again, just behind those white cloudings, very pink in colour, huge pink colour in the sky, reflections. Much redder than it was ever before. And also at night time, these clouds seem to be dropping out the sky. They just dip and just don't seem right. My wife came up to me and said, "Come outside and have a look at these strange clouds." So I did. They just don't seem right anymore. I'm going to go to another cam. But the thing is, we are starting to see these heavenly bodies now, aren't we? I'm just going to show you this cam image, okay? This is the Tajamar cam in Mexico. Look at the timestamp on the top right hand corner. It's 10:34 and 3 seconds here today. And look at the ground. Wasn't like this last March. Or the March before. It's too dark. Again, I've said this before. The skies are dimming and darkening. Those natural clouds are not doing anything anymore. They're just being burnt away, and the whole system is in front of the sun now. So we are going through this huge celestial eclipse right now with these other bodies. So I just wanted to show you that this cam is normally very bright. It's dimming every day now. Just want to show you this as well, this image as well, this COMMENT cam in Mexico. You can see these clouds that used to be able to naturally cover our sun here and here. But the clouds now are doing nothing. These are our original clouds. Look at the state of them now. Natural clouds. They won't do anything anymore. Because we're being cheated on by the government. Because we've got this simulator that's in front of our sun 24 hours a day. It's moving across our Earth's atmosphere above it, as our natural sun is being cloaked and covered, and also having these huge bodies next to it. So the natural clouds don't do anything at all anymore. And the darkness above here proves that we've got these heavenly bodies that are in front of our sun now. This array of blueness as well from the simulator, these mirrors that are up there. Hexagon-shaped mirrors, hundreds of them, thousands of them. You've got something else rising on the horizon there. And again, too dark. Proves everything. It's just the only thing that's covering everything at the moment is these chemtrails. We've caught it without chemtrails here on this cam. Right now, you can see that our clouds are just being destroyed all the time now. Here again, there's more evidence on this cam about that simulator. You can see the clouds here on the right hand side. Now they're not brightening up, are they? Here is the object that's in front of our sun. Now the thing is, you can see here the broken clouding here. It's not doing anything. And here is the other natural clouding that's being burnt away, and also it's too dark. Now if this was our natural sun, it'd be just brightening up everything, wouldn't it? They're beaming off these clouds now. But all we're seeing is a light source up there. all the time. There is something going on. Here on the ground and on the sea as well is far too dark. We should be seeing the sunlight now flaring up. Because we've got another object. That celestial body I showed you on the other webcam image. That's basically darkening our skies. So going back to the Mexico cams onto the same images is a different day to prove that we've got different images of proof that we're being eclipsed by the binary twin nemesis. Now again, I apologise for the white screen, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this cam so we can see as the simulator that's in front of the sun rises, we will see those clouds that don't light up at all. It's very strange because as our natural sun should, that normally in the past would come up on the horizon, everything would light up. We all know this. So I'm going to show you now. Look at the clouds on the right hand side. You can see that they're not being brightened up at all, are they? Look at this, big giveaway. Can you see this now? Those clouds are not being brightened up as the so-called sun is supposed to be brightening our planet up. You can see this, can't you? I apologise again for those white screens. They can be difficult to try and catch things sometimes. It's just very evident, isn't it, that we're not getting our natural sunlight at all. None of us are. The whole world is now being dimmed by this object. It's no good for nothing, is it? Here as well on this cam, this is a Playa del Carmen cam in Mexico. We're looking at this as well here. This is where the sun's coming up. Thing is, can you see these angles in the sky, this pointedness again that we saw in the first piece of footage on the video? Just isn't our sun anymore, is it? You can see this, can't you? I'm going to zoom into this as well. Here is a zoomed in image of this shape that we can see in the skies. There's a lot going off, isn't there? And I again believe that there is a huge object that's behind here somewhere. And this is a corner of the cloaking device that's up there. That's these huge mirrors, whatever they've got, whatever technology they're using, they're covering everything up, aren't they? I mean, all these straight lines doesn't make sense anymore, does it? We're seeing this now, aren't we, all the time? Look at this image as well, this Mexico cam. It's called a Pats Curicro cam in Mexico. Timestamp there is 6:20:03 seconds. Another thing as well that I've noticed here, and I think you've all obviously seen this now, if you look carefully on the skyline there above the horizon, you will see a huge shadow. Now I know Mr. Jeff P has seen this, and Mr. Steve Olson. We've all seen these huge objects up there. Now, when moving the cam, the object fades off. It doesn't stay there. It fades away. You can see this just here. And again, we've got this redness on the horizon as well from another object. We saw this object again on the other video just the other night as well. It's just outstanding, isn't it? Because they are huge shadows from these celestial bodies. But again, many people are just going to want to sit on the fence with this right to the end until they get the 100% proof and seeing it for themselves with their own eyes. Now, I've also picked up footage of objects and dark shadows with my mobile phone, other tools as well. Even with my own eyes, I've seen huge dark shadows up there in the skies in the midsummer last year. See, when it reaches 6:30 in the evening here in the UK, in the summer period, you're going to see a huge shadow right above. Just look straight up at that time and you'll see a dark shadow. Mid-July. Just like this on the screen you can see here. What I want to do is I'm going to now show you that this isn't just something that's on the screen or something that's blowing around out there, or a spider or anything. What do they call it? A flying cheese sandwich, as Chris Potter says. The thing is, I don't believe it to be any of them. I believe it to be something huge that's a shadow out there. So I'm going to now play the footage. It's only in 1 or 2 frames, and then it disappears into the darkness as the sun rises. So I'm going to show you this now, right, to prove to you that this is something that's out there. You can see it now getting lighter, and there it is, and disappears as the sun comes up. You saw this, didn't you? I'm going to rewind the footage for you to look at it again. Now, as again, it could be anything. Might be nothing. I can't prove that it's Nibiru or a celestial body that's lurking out there. But what I can say is it was just outstanding. But I'm going to now play the footage for you again. You saw that, didn't you? It's something, isn't it? I also saw some sort of reflection from it as well. But I mean, the thing is, when you look at this, you can see a shadow there, can't you? Our natural skies there are completely changed as well. They're not that blue morning sky. It's just full of chemicals, and it's terrible what they're doing, isn't it? And you can see that reflection on the screen, can't you, there? But it would be good, though, if we were actually there and if we actually could see this, if we all stood together and we were actually on that mountain on this side, looking across at the sky, and we all saw that huge shadow. If it was there, so we could see it with our own eyes, then we would believe, wouldn't we, straight away? We would know, wouldn't we? But we already do know, don't we? Just trying to pick up as much evidence as possible. I think this cam is pointing west on this Pat's Zuraco cam in Mexico. Here's another image I just want to show you as well. And if I was in Mexico here on this Tepoztlan cam in Mexico, if I lived there, I'd be walking around with a torch with Duracell batteries. Every single day I'd have to be buying batteries to walk around because, again, it's too dark, isn't it? Walking the dog. The dog's going to want to know what's going on because look at it. It's just very, very dark, isn't it? I just can't believe how people are not noticing this. Very dim skies. Look at the timestamp. It's 9:12. It's supposed to be really, really bright. So Mexico, as I said before, are seeing this now, aren't they? They are actually seeing what's going on. And as Earth is rotating, wherever you are, you're going to start seeing it as well. We all are going to start seeing this. And I believe in the summer period here in the UK, we're going to see this huge darkness. So strange, isn't it? It's so true, isn't it? I mean, that object above there in the middle of the screen at the top is a huge object that's cloaking our sun. I've noticed another object as well on here, so I'm going to zoom into it. This is another object. I've zoomed into it. Okay. Now, as I move the cam, this object doesn't move. It just stays there. When the sun rose, I went past this object I can see. Just stays there. Doesn't move at all. This cam is very interesting as well. It's very spectacular, isn't it? I mean, here again, you can see our sun that's coming up. This reflection. Look at this. This here, above our sun, is an object that's basically being cloaked all the time. Our sun never did this. As it came up, it didn't have all this red like wings. You can see the wings of it, can't you? I'm going to move this cam as well so you can see other parts of the rise. Can you see this now? It's getting stronger, isn't it? This red flare to either side. We're all picking this up in the skies, aren't we? I don't believe this is our sun here as well. I mean, the thing is, we're getting all this redness and this shape. Very strange, isn't it? Here it is again. I'm going to zoom into this. I mean, have you ever seen a sunrise like this? I mean, last year we had a very similar effect as well. It was put on video, wasn't it? These strange wings as the sun rises. Here again. You can see this, can't you? These strange surroundings around the sun. This redness. I'm just going to rewind this camera for a second. I apologise about the white screens. There it is there, look, see? This is the sun that's coming up, but you can see again this this cloaking and also these strange shapes. We haven't seen these before. You can see these wings, can't you, on the left and right side? Just strange, isn't it? I just want to show you this as well, okay? I've noticed as the sun on this cam as well, the simulator that's up there as well in front of our sun, is going up. Now another thing as well, this simulator, okay, as I said before, it's like a blue effect, isn't it? It's just darkening the screen, isn't it? I'm just going to zoom out quickly. Here it is, okay? Just want to show you this, okay, before I show you the object. Here is the simulator. Look at the land, again, very dark, isn't it? Well, we won't get no natural sunlight that's beaming down anymore. And also, I mean, if you look at the sea here, I'll zoom into this now. It's golden. This is the natural sun colour. Nowhere near like the colour that you can see up here on this object, this hexagon. So it's just proving it all the time, isn't it? Here it is again. I've just zoomed in. The colour of the object that's in front of our sun, and this golden reflection of the natural sun. And there's an object. I want to show you this as well. Here it is, this object that you can see above the horizon. There's the chemtrail in it, just below it. But is it an object? I don't know. So I just thought I'll zoom in and show you this as well, because it doesn't move at all and fades away when the sun's going up or down. Could just be a refraction or a reflection, but again, it's just as I said before, it's good to just produce as many things that look strange up there in the skies, because we might be seeing something that we want to see. So yeah, very interesting. I'm going to go to see what else I can find on the Ustream cams. This is the first Ustream cam here I'm showing you, and you can see again a huge odd reflection from our sun. That lemon yellowy colour that's not supposed to be there. As far as NASA are concerned, it's not happening, but we can see it. Those thick chemicals that are being spread across the sky so no one can see it. So when we see these reflections from the space station and also on the land, and you can see the colouring on the chemtrailing, they're not our natural clouds. They do this so the massive public like ourselves, we look up at the skies and we see grey clouds, white skies. But we can see the strange reflections above them, the yellow and the pink tint, the reflections. I mean, these cams are supposed to be in high definition. I mean, we pay our tax money to these people, NASA and government. They blur the screen slightly, but they can't get rid of the colouring. The space station, the colouring on the space station reflections. The sun is now into a huge eclipse. Because, I mean, I do get frustrated because I just want people to see the truth of what's going on. It's just happening all the time, isn't it? There was something going down just here, just went. Did you see that? Just like a white. Anyway, so I'm going to go to show you another Ustream video. Here again on this NASA Ustream video. Okay, now can you see these objects? Now the thing is though, this is lens flare, these items here. Look at the redness on the Earth. Okay, there's a reflection from the sun, but you can see the red reflections in the sky. Now last year we just saw white cloudings. We didn't see any redness in the sky on the NASA cams. So basically, I mean, it's just very, very much strange objects up there as well, isn't there? I'm going to zoom in on them other objects. Can you see this? There's two of them, two objects up there. They're up there in space. I mean, they're nothing to do with the space station. Just looks very bizarre, that does, doesn't it? I'm just going to quickly zoom out just a little bit so we can get a clear view of this. Now, that is not lens flare or anything like that. Can you see that circly thing with a dot in it? It's like a hole in the middle of it, just on the screen here. On the left-hand side, there's another object as well. Now, it seems to be getting slightly bigger as well. It's above the Earth. You can see this, can't you? That is not our moon. Now, I've just caught this on this cam as well, so it seems to be moving to the right-hand side of the space station wing, but it's further out. I couldn't tell you how far away it is, and what I can tell you, it's out there. Just hovering, isn't it? It's very, very strange, isn't it? But I just want you to see this footage. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to, again, I videoed the NASA cam all night last night. I went through it, but I couldn't see much. And it's good to catch these sorts of images as well on these Ustream cams. Now, can you see this? It's moving slightly to the right-hand side. So I'm going to... I've just paused it now, so I'm going to try another NASA cam before we go now. So it's just getting interesting each and every time now, isn't it, on the webcams around the world. It's best to just look and be persistent and just see what we can find. Also, I'm noticing an object here as well. Just down here, you can see this, look, just something here lighting up. Can you see this? Moving across the skies. There's two of them. The cam seems to be stopping now and starting. So the signal's getting weaker. But the thing is, could you see that going across the sky? It just disappears in the cloud. I wish I could have zoomed in on that as well. I mean, picking up different things out there now, aren't we? There's something to the left of the screen here on this cam as well. Can you see this lighting up in the sky in the night above the Earth's atmosphere? You can just see that object on the left-hand side there. It's very interesting. There's something else here on the right-hand side. Can you see this as well? Just here. So basically, I've got to zoom in on this object as well. You can see this, can't you?